Do you find that it is super freaking frustrating that you are putting out content, whether it be videos, blog posts, or you're putting out posts on social media, or maybe you've even started building your email list, but nobody's opting in, you aren't getting people reaching out to you, and you feel like you're posting to crickets? Chances are it has something to do with your call to action. So that is exactly what we're going to be chatting about today. It's Call to Action 101. So what's up, in case you are totally new to me and my channel? How's it going? I'm Sherri Brown. I'm the creator of the Moms Marketing Lounge, and it's very much my passion to help those busy moms on a mission who are looking to build a business online and get it right the first time. So on this channel, I do everything from product reviews and tutorials, as well as actual social media and marketing strategies you can implement to go further faster when building your business online. So again, if you're new here and this kind of seems like it's up your alley, then just subscribe. Just make sure that you hit the bell so you get notified as I upload new videos every single week. So first of all, we're going to start with what the heck a call to action is anyway. A call to action is simply the next step you want somebody to take. Now, I have, had a lot of students that I've reviewed their profiles, I've reviewed content, and they're like, I'm stuck because I'm putting out content, I'm doing the work, I'm putting up videos, I'm putting up posts, I'm not being spammy, I'm not being like super salesy, but nobody's like reaching out, nobody's engaging, nobody's opting into my email list. And oftentimes, well, more times than not, when I go to check out their content or I'm looking at their videos or their posts, like they're putting up tips, but they're lacking the call to action. Like they're just assuming that everybody knows what they want them to do next. And that's the thing, like that's the purpose of a call to action, is it's the next step that you want somebody to take in the process. Again, you never want to assume. People need to be told what to do. Now, when done right, call to actions and why it's so important is it can really help you to grow your audience, build your brand, generate more sales, generate more leads for your business, which obviously is going to allow you to create like more profits, right? So that's why call to actions are important. All right, so let's go ahead and start with some examples, okay? So this could be maybe to subscribe to your channel. Maybe you're on YouTube, you're looking to grow it, and you're really just looking to build your audience. It could be to subscribe to your channel. It could be to turn on notifications if you're over there on Facebook so people can get notified when you go live. It could be to sign up. Maybe you've got a webinar that you're about to do and you have created a product and you're gonna promote it and launch it with live webinars. So maybe a call to action is to sign up for your webinar. Maybe it's to sign up for your program, or it could be to schedule a consultation call if you do consultations in your business. It could be to reach out to you. So here's the deal, okay? The very first thing that you have to think about whenever you're putting out any type of content, again, whether it be a YouTube video, whether it be a Facebook Live, whether it be, a blog post or a podcast, whatever the case may be, the very first thing you want to do and ask yourself is, what's the goal? What's the purpose of this video? Like, what am I trying to do? What's the next step I want them to take, okay? That is going to be your call to action. So now let's go ahead and I'm going to dive into some actual examples of content with an effective call to action that goes along with them. So take, for instance, in the month of May, I opened enrollment for the Moms Marketing Lounge. Now, right now, as I'm finishing up building out the program, it's due to be fully completed by the end of June, so by the end of this month. But in May, I've been opening and closing enrollment to the Moms Marketing Lounge VIP, okay, which is a program plus group coaching. So you get help as you're going along, you get help when you get stuck. So I opened enrollment for a short period in May, okay? So I knew when I was gonna open the cart. So what I purposely, whatever. Let me know which one it is. I don't know. I'm not, grammatically correct always, but I knew enrollment was going to be open, and therefore the content that I put out during open enrollment was intentional, okay? Module 5, which is what was released during the month of May, was all about productivity and just how to just get more done. Just again, time management, productivity. That was what the module was all about. So what I did on, let's say, my YouTube channel, and I'll show you a couple of videos that I did on my channel. You can see it on the screen right now, but one of those was around time management. So I took some time management tips, polled people inside of my free Facebook group called Back to the Basics Community, and this was what they wanted. And therefore, I took a portion of one of the trainings inside of Module 5 and I released it on my YouTube channel. And, obviously the call to action, the reason why I did that is because, number one, I was releasing Module 5, which was all about productivity and time management. And it was something that I know my audience, my ideal customer, it's something that they struggle with, they want to get better at. And so I released it, and then the call to action was to sign up for the Moms Marketing Lounge. So I did a promotion around it where I did a 5-day trial for like $1. I put the description, or I put the link to learn more in the description of the YouTube video right below it. And then I was just talking about it, okay? Now, another video I launched on my channel is I ended up interviewing a student of mine inside of the Moms Marketing Lounge, just sharing her journey, where she was before, what she was struggling with, and how far she's been able to come in such a short amount of time since she got into my program, and I've started helping her along. So I also released that video, and the call to action, the next step I wanted them to take was, again, to enroll during open enrollment. And so I talked about that on the video, put it in the description below that particular video. So that, is a real life example of what I've done. Now, another type of call to action, or another example, I should say, is, let's take, for instance, Jamie, the, mom I interviewed who is a student inside of the lounge. She, right now, she's in the health and wellness space. Now, more specifically, like fitness. And therefore, she is really like helping busy moms, and she just wants to keep fitness like fun, not about just, losing a bunch of weight, but really feeling good in your own skin. And so we've been working together. She is in the process of creating her own program, okay? She's gonna be creating her own membership program. And so therefore, whenever she goes to launch, a call to action would be to find out more or to enroll in her particular membership program. She's going to be given a major discount for the founding members who come in. She's got different bonuses and stuff that she's going to be doing. So obviously, once she finishes the program and she's putting out content, it's going to be relevant to what she's going to be teaching inside of the program. And then the call to action is to get signed up, learn more, that kind of thing. Now, let's say, because I know that I do have a few people, quite a few people who actually follow me who are in network marketing. That's definitely how I got my start online. And I've got a few students inside of my program who are with a network marketing company that is specific to skincare, okay? So another example would be, let's say, because it's the summer, right? And let's say that, their company, and I don't know if this is true, I'm just making it up, but let's say they're gearing up to do a big promotion around like sunscreen. So if you know that there's going to be a certain promotion around a particular product, then what you want to do is think about the content that you put out during that promotion. Make sure that it's around, the topic is around whatever that promotion is. So if there is a promo on sunscreen that's going down, then your content topics should also be around sunscreen. So maybe, they might do a couple of videos, a piece of content about how much sunscreen do you really need to apply. Maybe they do another piece of content and it's, 5 scary facts that'll make you never leave your house without sunscreen again. I mean, I know that's kind of a hell of a long title, but I'm just saying, that is a piece of content that's around sunscreen, or 3 ingredients that you need to steer clear of in sunscreen. So all of the content topics around that could be around sunscreen. Or let's say that they are doing a big promotion around eye cream, then you could do content around, 3 ways to get rid of under eye bags or puffy eyes, or just topics around that. And then of course the call to action could be, hey, if you want to know what my favorite sunscreen is, or hey, if you want to know what my favorite eye cream is, then just reach out. Or if you want to know how you can get your hands on this for a discount, just go to the link below and grab yours. It's on sale for the next 24 hours or whatever the case may be. So again, your call to action is just the next step you want them to take. You always want to make sure, first and foremost, that that is one of the first things that you do when you are creating a piece of content. You have that end goal in mind. You never want to assume, okay? So here are just a couple of do's and some things to avoid when it comes to call to actions. And then I'm going to talk about a place where you might get stuck and how to kind of move past it. So the first do when it comes to call to actions is you always want to make sure that they are congruent with the topic you're talking about. If you're sitting here and you are doing a video around 3 tips to, get rid of puffy eyes, and then you're telling them, hey, go get some suntan lotion, that would be your call to action. Like, that wouldn't make sense, okay? So you always want to make sure that your call to action is congruent. Avoid having just that random call to action, okay? Now, another thing that I want you to think about and avoid when it comes to call to actions is having too many. You don't want to sit here and have people chasing their tail or telling them to do like 1,000 different things, because if you give somebody too many options, chances are they're not going to do anything, okay? So that is something else that I want you to avoid. Now, where you might get stuck, okay? Because this is a place where a couple of my students have kind of like gotten stuck when it comes to call to actions and a little bit confused, and they've gotten tripped up, and I don't want that for you, okay? I want you to avoid this. And that is, don't think that like if you're putting up just general posts on social media, lifestyle posts, or you're sharing pictures of your kids, like those don't have to have call to actions, okay? They don't. It can just be you sharing your lifestyle, and you're taking people like behind the scenes, and you're putting up pictures of like you on vacation and stuff like that. Like, there's no need to have a call to action in like every single thing that you do in every single post. But now your value-driven content, and my dog just video bombed me, but your value-driven content, your videos, like if you're doing blog posts, or if you're given, you're doing a longer social media post and you're given some tips, well, those should have a call to action. All right. So there you have it. Call to action 101. Pretty stinking simple, right? If you like this video and you got some value, be sure to hit that like button. And if you have not already, subscribe to my channel. Now, question of the day. I will go ahead and say, if you are still struggling with this, or maybe there is a piece of content that you're wanting to do, but you're not really for sure what type of call to action you should put in it, then just drop it below in the comments, and I will personally help you, brainstorm and come up with a call to action that is going to be effective for that piece of content. So with that being said, that's all I've got for you today. I will see you back here next week for another video. Bye for now.